All right.
That was the.
All right. Here we are. Couch and Cast. This is our first mini pod, first movie review, spoiler review.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it. We're not gonna do like the
probably gonna leave
beat
that in the
around it.
title though.
Huh?
So-
Yeah, spoiler, just big old letters.
Joker
all
spoiler
caps.
review. Couch and
Yeah, that sounds hot. So you gave it a 9.
I give it a 9.0.
9.0. I gave it a 9.5. But that's first. You only 9.0 and 9.5.
Yeah, at this point, each of us have just seen it. What are you doing with the cord, man?
Only.
Yeah, each of us have just seen it, the one. But before we continue, can I ask what you would give a 10 if anything deserves a 10?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Are you serious?
Love that movie.
Oh my god. I hate that movie, genuinely. So, like, I mean, if I had seen it at the time that it came out, and there were still bits that are funny in it, like the whole skateboarding thing with Chris Evans,
Also,
that
yeah.
aged well, but the rest of it hasn't.
Also, Eternal Sunshine. That one.
What's
The
that one?
Spotless Mind.
Forgetting what this one is.
Jim Carrey. What's her name? Rose. Yeah, that plays Rose. Titanic. Kate Winslet. That's it. Great movie. Gave me the feels. It's also Somewhere in Time. My favorite movie.
Undergoes medical procedure to have each other erased from their memories.
It's good. Yes Man was good. I don't know if that'd be a 10, but pretty close to a 10.
I'll look through my ratings to see what's the gauge ideas of
what a 10 is.
Like, yeah. Because it might not necessarily be our favorite.
Yeah, good point.
But it would be the best that we've seen. So, while my shit loads, I think I have an idea of what the best one I've seen is, but let me just.
I think movies that give me a 10 are the movies that hit me right.
Like emotionally?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. I guess I've got 3 of them at 10 that I've seen. Fight Club.
Okay.
American History X.
Mm.
Edward Norton is a neo-Nazi.
Oh, okay.
And he tries to get his brother to not be a neo-Nazi.
Okay.
Incredible. And that one definitely hit more emotionally, I think. Fight Club was like a mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And then I guess the other thing I give it 10. Prisoners.
You talked about that one.
Yeah, it's great from a movie standpoint. The other two are more like emotion based, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But Prisoners is as close to a perfect movie I've seen as anything. So Joker.
Joker, what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're 4 minutes in, we forgot to talk about it.
We actually had 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Dude, time flies. How do people only do this for like 40 minutes at a time?
I don't know. Yeah, stuff to do.
That makes sense.
I got nothing to do. You got stuff to do?
Like, gotta eat.
We're trailing off again. I gotta. No, she's not. Never mind.
All right.
It felt. It felt like an old movie. Just the way it was shot. I don't know.
I liked that.
It just had something.
The intro credits, besides for the font they used for and the style they used, the title Joker took up the whole screen. You looked there. That looked great. I liked that.
Mm-hmm.
But everything to the lead up to that.
So wavy.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Presents.
Get that music going. Like
yeah,
violin and stuff.
Nice. I liked it. You're talking about the music. I loved the soundtrack.
Yes, love it.
Yeah, That's Life, Smile. They're both in my playlists now.
Mm-hmm. it was a mix between V for Vendetta and Taxi Driver. I felt.
I remember very little of V for Vendetta, and I've not seen Taxi Driver
Mhm.
yet. Probably soon after this I'll see it because it is on Netflix at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing it on its own, I think I wasn't able to compare it to much because it did feel unique
Yeah.
in that aspect. But after hearing other people's reviews saying, "Oh, Scorsese was in this," here are some other Scorsese titles. It was like Taxi Driver and whatever the one is with the comedian. That one also had Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Being compared between the two of those as sort of love child among them.
Yep.
You know, but the concept of a man slowly becoming socio to psychopathic and enjoying murder, that's just life.
Yeah. That's yeah.
It's a concept that can be continued in other movies and still be refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
But the way it's been described to me is that it's copy paste Taxi Driver. Is that at all true, or is it?
No, because in Taxi Driver he still does good things
Yeah.
at the end.
Okay.
I don't really want to spoil the end for you now,
Mm.
but he still does good things. He's still a pretty good person.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really succeed in going all the way to villainy.
Would you consider Arthur Fleck a good person? And at what point, if you think he's bad, would you say he turned
That's what I was going to ask you, like the breaking point.
his breaking point? Because some would say it's the bit when he kills the three stockbrokers on the train.
I don't think that was the breaking point.
Absolutely not.
I think that was the gateway.
It's his mom.
Yep.
When he kills his mom.
Was that before or after you watched Murray make fun of him?
That was after.
Yeah.
So I guess a blend of seeing Marty make fun of him, and I guess killing his mom was the proof of it. Maybe seeing it's Marty. That was
Murray.
Robert. Yeah. Who?
Murray.
Murray.
Not Murray.
Okay, I've been saying Marty. Murray. Seeing Murray make fun of him on the telly, I guess that is his breaking point in that sense, and it's a combination of things, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he
But, like,
sees.
where's the point where I think the point when he does suffocate his mother, and that's a long sequence.
I love that scene.
Like how long it is.
Yeah,
That's
with the longer take of it, and it's the genuine struggle
Mm-hmm.
that you see from her, and the pale look in his eyes with no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. And I guess that should go without standing. Joaquin killed it.
Yep.
Absolutely deserves an Oscar nom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they've announced if he's going to be in the running for it. I know they just said Leo and Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They're going to be going for Oscar roles, like Best Actor Leo and Best Supporting Actor Brad Pitt. I think Brad Pitt's really got it. But in terms of supporting actors for this, Robert De Niro falls flat for me.
False flat, like in a good way or
Like
bad way?
in a bad way. He didn't really give anything unique about his
not unique.
portrayal
It's just
of Murray. It was adequate.
it
did
a
good
show
for
host. He did what he had to do.
He didn't have a lot of character in this either.
No, he was. Yeah, that'd be jumping. Then never mind.
Yeah. What do you think about the twist with Zazie Beetz' character?
People thought it was like. I think they played it out because people are stupid.
What do you mean?
Like when they do like the flashback and all that, like showing her like, oh, she wasn't here, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of hand feeding, spoon feeding.
That was
But if they just had him walk in the apartment and just sit down, and she had the what are you doing here, not knowing who
what are
he
you
was
doing
really.
here? Please don't do anything. My kid is in the room. I think I would have liked that more too, because it's not that he's seeing her necessarily; it's that he's playing it out in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a better way to go about it than he's hallucinating her.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think he was really hallucinating. He was just imagining.
He was imagining, yeah.
Imagining a cuddle buddy is the way I'd put it. Just somebody there to kiss his forehead and all that stuff.
Yeah. So with that idea of imagining, and if somehow we ever got like someone from the crew of this to answer this question, I'd be fucking astounded. But he wants to be a stand-up comedian,
Mhm.
and he goes to the club to do a stand-up performance.
Mhm.
A, do you think that was part of his delusion? And B, if it wasn't a delusion, do you think he bombed? Well, it wasn't a delusion, definitely wasn't, because they showed it on the TV. But do you think he bombed, or were the laughs genuine?
He bombed.
He bombed?
Because in the playback, nobody was laughing.
Oops.
And that's when Sandwick was laughing. Now, that was a bit cliche, but that's alright. The comedian joke. Everyone used
With
to
the,
say.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me to see that he's not, the most.
Yeah, it was cringy. He does really good at cringy.
Oh, yeah, nailed it with that. I'm trying to remember what his other joke was for the stand up where it seemed like he got an actual laugh.
Something about him talking about his mother.
No, I think that was the cringy one because he said, "Oh, my mother always said you should enjoy school. Someday you'll have to work for a living." No, I'm not, Mom. I'm going to be a comedian. Nothing from the audience, but he said something after.
That was the. Everyone laughed at me when I said I was a comedian, but no one's laughing now.
Yeah,
That was the cringy. That
that
was
was the
both cringy and cliche, in my opinion.
yeah. Well, in the what time setting do you think it was? Because it's not 70s, 80s,
81.
81.
Yep.
Okay. Immediately get 81.
Because I've been hearing it a lot.
Oh, okay.
Everyone talking about the Blade of Zorro and the trash pile up and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I looked it up and I was like, I thought it was 70s at first.
That's what I was thinking at first, but then
But I guess it's a rundown 80s.
yeah.
Early 80s, late 70s. That's where it is.
Do you want this to become anything more in the DC cinematic universe?
So I want it to.
Like, do you want it to play a role in the?
I want it to be connected to the Dark
It's
Knight.
just walking right through the cords. So
Yep.
It's gonna unplug at some point.
Pause, alert, alert.
I think the question was, do you think he bombed? Well, we already answered that. So
I want it to be connected to the Dark Knight.
you want it to be connected to the Christian Bale
Yep.
one? Well, I think that's already come and gone as its own thing. They're not bringing Christian Bale back anytime soon. They're not bringing.
No, I know. But I'd like it if
Who's
that
the director?
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
They're not bringing him back for any other.
No, but that's fine. I'd
But
prefer
would you, for the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, would you want to see Joaquin return as Joker in like that Batman universe?
It'd be interesting. He'd be more like a Kingpin than anything because he'd be 60.
Yeah, I guess so.
That'd be pretty.
Well,
it'd
isn't
be
he-
more of a
He's
psychological.
pretty old in some of the other ones too, wasn't he? Heath Ledger's adaptation had him younger, I think, but
He was like 30, 40.
maybe 30, 40 for that. Same with Batman in it, and then Batman's like 50 in the one after with Bane. 60.
50?
Pretty sure. 'Cause he's old. He's got a cane.
I only watched that movie once actually.
I remember little of it. I remember that Bane wasn't actually the bad guy the whole time, though, and that sucked.
Yeah, it was a girl, right?
It was the Russian girl that he fucked.
Bane.
It was. Well, Bane was like her. Bane was her like guardian.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Which like he guarded her when she was a kid. That seemed a bit odd to me.
The whole thing was just all kind of in the same age within 10 years. That's what I pictured it as.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Batman Begins. Took like 3 years of training.
Yeah, with Liam Neeson.
Yeah. and then
They
the
did
Scarecrow
another. They
stuff.
did another one of that. Like each one of those movies had the cool bad guy that wasn't actually the bad guy the whole time thing.
Oh.
Because it was Batman Begins. We're going off topic of Joker, but whatever. Okay.
Pretty close.
It's Batman. So the first one, Batman Begins, it was the Scarecrow was like a looming threat, but the real threat was, I forget his name, Ra's al Ghul by Liam Neeson.
Mhm.
And then in the next one, it's Joker is the looming threat, but he births the real super duper threat of Two-Face,
Mhm.
which I'm at least glad that both of them were iconic in that one, because I didn't
Yeah,
know Ra's al Ghul, I knew Scarecrow,
Mhm.
and then third one, the only iconic ones as far as I saw, I don't know if the Russian
Was Catwoman in there?
whatever Catwoman
She
was
was
in
in
it,
there.
yeah, Anne Hathaway, Bane and Catwoman, yeah, as Catwoman wasn't even really like
No.
looming threat at all.
No.
But Bane was the looming threat, and then Russian whatever girl, she was the actual bad guy.
Oh.
I don't think it occurred to me now. It was a bit lazy in the writing, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, I only watched it once, and I was like, "Yep."
Yeah, everyone
Fight
likes
scene was
to
cool.
point at that one and say it's the worst one. I like it, given that
It was worst out of the best. That's pretty much
same thing with like Godfather 3.
Yep.
Right here.
worst out of the best.
Worst of the best.
Back to Joker.
Back
What
to
were we
Joker.
doing? Yeah, I want it to be connected to Dark Knight. I think it'd be because it's both gritty. And I think it'd be cool if the original Joker, Joaquin's Joker, influenced Heath Ledger's Joker. Like it was just copying that rise, because the makeup's kind of similar, just messier.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that in like terms of the like how those stories have gone. That would make sense if Joker was just another if Heath Ledger's Joker was just another Joker, that sort of thing. But unfortunately, that's like I think it's safe to say that's definitely not happening. There is maybe a chance it can be tied into this Robert Pattinson one that's coming next year or the year after. But
Will
they've
it be
already.
rated R?
I don't think they've mentioned. I doubt it will be. If it's a Batman movie, it's not going to be rated R.
I like to keep the rated R universes out of
Those would be nice.
PG-13 universes, kind of.
Well, I think those rated R ones are nice to have as their own thing because the X-Men series had Logan at one point, and that was incredible because you can point at that one and say it was a good thing. It was fucking fantastic that they went rated R for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And maybe the rest of them, because if enough rated R ones came out, it would be a bit oversaturated.
Fine.
Like you can see in Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did a PG-13 Deadpool, which was refreshing. Wasn't that bad. They are eventually going to tie in Deadpool to the MCU, I hear.
I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
I think people will start to get sick of superheroes after a while.
It's becoming the Western. That's what I hear a lot of people say. Like it's going to go the way of the Western.
Man in the Western might come back.
Ooh.
I'd be down for more Westerns.
I would
be down
for Westerns, yeah.
That or bank heist movies.
Oh, a good heist movie is such a great feeling. Ocean's 11. George Clooney, Matt Damon.
I know of it, but I don't know if I've
Brad
actually
Pitt.
seen it all the way through.
It's incredible.
I don't know.
The rest of the Ocean's movies aren't all that good, but Ocean's 11 is a fucking classic.
Favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Give me a minute on this one. Do you have one picked out already?
Yeah.
Go with yours.
When he kills Randall, I think his name is, the clown that gave him the gun.
Oh.
When he kills him with the scissors.
that was a pretty fucking good scene.
Yeah. And then when Gary can't reach the
Yeah,
lock,
Gary,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
It's in the theater like, oh shit, he's gonna kill Gary, isn't he? But then he like kisses him on the forehead and he's like, Gary, you're the only one that was good to me. Get out of here.
And I was like, Like, oh, it's like he's not a
I was
bad
actually
guy.
laughing during that, but that
Yeah.
was incredible the way they fucking toyed with your
Yeah.
emotions there.
That
That
showed
was
that he's not a bad guy. He's just troubled.
troubled. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I loved that scene. That was great. I really can't.
You can't find one that you're like, that's the one.
Yeah, because there are a lot of them where it's good. I guess I'd say the whole bit with his interview with Murray,
Okay.
because there's a lot of meme potential there. I don't know if you've
Alright.
seen any of that where they'll replace Murray with like a different talk show host,
Okay.
like Eric Andre. They would put him in place of Murray. I don't know. It's a good meme.
Alright.
A lot of potential for memes in this one, but it's mostly just him running
And then the stairs.
in the stairs.
They're all called Joker stairs now. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, it's now a location in the Bronx that's like you Google Joker stairs and that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
It's apparently in like a not great neighborhood.
I thought the same stairs are in the Pursuit of Happiness.
You might be right.
It's the exact
Holy
same
shit,
stairs.
yeah. I'm thinking back now. I'm pretty sure some posters for Pursuit of Happiness had them on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This wasn't a famous stair already.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's like a commonly used stair, but
Because
now
it's really good for metabolism.
now it's
and all
being
that good stuff.
flooded with people in Joker cosplay. I did see someone recreate the stair dancing bit in the.
How'd they empty
in
the
the-
stairs out?
They didn't.
Oh.
They
just dancing.
like it's stairs, platform for each of those. So it's
Mhm.
just you do it on a platform and then you work your way
It's that fan base cringe again.
down.
I like the
Video I saw wasn't cringe, but I think people going there like, oh yeah, dude, the Joker stairs, hell yeah, let's fucking.
let's
No.
go.
I think we just passed favorite scene. Where were we? Well, I can get to the IMDb page.
I mean, I could just listen to it again.
We can go from there.
Did you pick? You didn't pick a scene yet. Is that what we were talking about? Trying to pick
No,
a
I
scene?
picked the scene. It was the one with Murray. Just that whole
yep.
interview.
Meme interview. Yep.
It's a good meme, but it's also like a genuinely like edge of your chair, intense. What's he gonna do? Is he going to shoot himself? And that's why there's not gonna be any tie-in to the DC.
Would it be better if he did kill himself?
Like a murder suicide or just a suicide?
Maybe just both. Because actually, yeah, if
he had killed
if it was a
Murray and
murder
then
suicide,
himself.
it'd be I guess they're going this route now, and then he killed himself. Like, oh,
Yeah.
there were points in the movie where I'm like, I don't know how I would continue it. Like sometimes at one point I didn't know which way it was gonna go,
Which
was
one?
good. I don't know. I remember just a silhouette. I knew he killed a lot earlier than I thought. That took me by surprise. I thought it'd be coming in threes. There'd be like a sign beatdown, the subway beatdown, and then another beatdown, and then he'd snap,
Mm-hmm. But it was just the sign beat down.
and then
Snap.
subway snap.
I mean, I think in terms of like, is what he did right towards the end? Absolutely not. But like, you can make a case that like it was self-defense for the subway beatdown, but the added bit of like unloading the clip
And the
onto
guy
the
on the
last
stairs.
guy on the stairs. Yeah, that's when he took it a bit far. Maybe that. No, I still wouldn't say he still had some humanity.
I thought it was nerves
He
that he killed
did
him.
have a dancing scene right after that though when he ran into the bathroom.
I thought it was like Tai Chi kind of calm down dance.
Well, it's I guess supposed to like represent his like tranquility of that.
I thought it was just trying to calm down at that point.
Hmm.
Like he practiced that trying to calm down.
I thought I saw it more as like it was him genuinely being like relaxed, calm, okay with his actions. But where are we gonna want to go from here? I can look at trivia goofs or something like that. But I guess we should mention to the its place in IMDb because I said that off.
You said, did you?
It's I didn't say it on recording. It's the 13th highest rated on IMDb right now, right behind Forrest Gump, right above Inception
Mm-hmm.
at a 8.9, which is damn impressive. But a lot of movies, as soon as they come out, can get right up there, and then just months later get knocked down out of that.
Oh, so it's like not a set place.
So this, I wouldn't consider this right yet because I remember Spider Verse when that came
Yep.
out. That had a 9.8 on its opening day,
Hmm.
which yeah, that's a good Spider-Man movie. It's a good
Yep.
animated movie, but it's not 9.8.
Probably not.
Ugh, excuse me. Let me look at trivia. Joaquin called perfecting the Joker's laugh the toughest part of playing the character. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Did you like the laugh?
I love to laugh. Yeah. Oh, that's another like good scene too when he's laughing at one of his coworkers' jokes
Oh,
as
it
he's
just stops
and he yeah
in the hallway. That
yeah
was like,
that's a good
dang.
meme too. Yeah, they put like different people's laughs over that. Peter Griffin. He also says that he based his laugh on videos of people suffering with pathological laughter, and he sought to portray a character with which audiences could not identify. Which, at a certain extent, yes,
Yeah.
you can't really identify with.
Did you like the condition edition?
What?
Like that he had a condition.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. I spoke with someone that's more like comic nerd, and they were genuinely pissed that his backstory wasn't fall into vat of acid and become bad guy.
Yeah.
It's just so mindless.
Yeah.
Like
Too basic.
it works with something like Jack Nicholson
Mm-hmm.
because that's of the
A little
times.
bit.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Yeah.
Still twisted.
Goofy. The Adam West Joker.
Yeah.
I've never realized. I think it's Cesar Romero. He painted
Yeah,
over
dude.
his mustache. I never
I have
noticed
the
that
whole
before.
set.
Disgusting.
I have the whole series.
Oh, serious? Dude, we should watch that sometime. Sounds like an experience.
That was
I think I've really only watched one episode.
that was my makeout week too. We'd watch an episode or two, then we'd make out for the same exact amount of time. It was awesome.
Jesus. Yeah, it's mostly just them saying stuff in interview about his weight loss and like what he did to prepare for the character, but that's all like kind of common knowledge. And it's oh, this is new to me. This movie is meant to start a new company that will produce standalone DC movies.
I'd be down
I'd absolutely be down for that.
if they're all as good.
If they're all like this dark gritty sort of thing, I would love that.
Mhm.
If they did another Joker movie, I think I'd like that too.
Would you be up to seeing a Batman that kills?
Oh
Because people are like, no, that's not the character.
no, I wouldn't want to see
You
it.
wouldn't? Okay.
If he had maybe killed one, and then that sticks with him, that's another thing.
That's a
But
thought.
the rule of Batman not killing, it's there for a reason. Like it's so vital to his character, and it's really one of the only things that makes him unique, I guess, because he is powerless, and that is unique in this sort of Marvel DC sort of thing. Because you got your Iron Man, your Batman, and I can't really think of anyone else that doesn't have powers. But
Okay.
yeah, okay, never mind.
Scarlett Johansson.
She
didn't even call her
See
by Black Widow.
if they have any goofs. In the subway, Arthur fires 7 shots from a. Oh, it's just them counting.
It's gun
bullets.
stuff.
Film takes place in 1981. The Energizer Bunny is shown in TV advertisements, but in real life, the mascot was not introduced until '88. Same thing with a Kellogg's ad with Keanu Reeves. The ad didn't come out till '87.
Keanu Reeves was in this movie.
It was a Kellogg's ad.
I mean, he's still in the movie.
Do you think he's credited in it? I mean, if it's a, was it an ad already made?
Probably, yeah.
Kellogg's ad with Keanu Reeves. Did he have big roles at that time?
81.
In '88. That's when they filmed no, '87 is when he had that Kellogg's ad. But in '81, I don't think he had big roles. '88 maybe, but like in my eyes, it was always like Matrix was his big one, and then like
Ted.
Bill and Ted. Yeah.
Gotta talk about the look. Do you like the look?
The look of like his makeup and suit, love it. Genuinely, I fell in love with it like immediately. They showed a teaser that had the song "Laughing" by the Guess Who.
Okay.
It was just a screen test of Joaquin as Arthur, and then like it would show in like
the sirens.
Yeah, the sirens, and then it would have him with the makeup at the end of it. Loved it right away. Yeah. Heath Ledger's is a bit more iconic, I'd say.
Yeah.
But Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, it's just a good look.
Yeah.
It had
like a mafia feel.
I guess that's just with the times.
Yeah.
Because of the suit. Like, what did Heath Ledger wear? Like, he did wear like a decent like dress shirt, like striped.
Was it purple?
I think he had a purple jacket. Yeah. Like a fleece jacket, maybe, or like I don't know. But he had like a striped shirt and then like a green vest, orange tie. And that's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I love that look of the Joker. But
did you like Leto's Joker? Because he's gone now, I guess. God. You didn't like him?
Did you hear that he tried to shut down this movie?
I heard that, yeah.
I despised that Joker.
I didn't.
Not only from his acting, the writing that was given to him, his look, everything sucked about Jared Leto's Joker.
I was fine with it, but I like the idea of Joker being a pimp. I like that.
With all the like tattoos and everything.
Not the one that said damaged on his forehead, because I was just like, come on, you're just it's too out there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if he's got like a bunch of laughing or a bunch of weird, messed up designs.
Yeah, that's one thing.
But just like,
what do you think?
I think it's like claiming himself as messed up. It's like you don't. It's very. Do I say like goth girl thing to do?
Like Hot Topic employee thing to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm damaged. Oh my god. It's just like, dude, come on.
Dude,
Stop.
What other, like, how do you rank the Jokers you've seen in movies, TV?
They're good in their own way.
Like in a list. Like, who's the best, who's the worst? Top to bottom. Or bottom to top, maybe. Leave your best one as a big reveal. Because I haven't seen a lot of them. I know that Mark Hamill did a solid, like, Joker a few times in, like, the cartoon ones.
Yeah, I'm not going to consider
You're not going to consider...
No, because it's animated.
That's fair. Yeah. It's a whole nother
You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
And they usually base it off the comics look.
Yeah.
And there are so many comics looks, I think, right?
In terms of the live action, I
Yeah.
think we're maybe in agreement. Leto is the worst.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
But then
is it Jack
it's
Nicholson?
not necessarily that Jack Nicholson is bad.
No.
It's just
in relativity to everything, he's pretty par with. See, that's where it becomes in his own way.
Yeah, because
Leto's design is just weird.
Leto's
That's why he
design
stays at the
is
bottom.
off and not.
But Romero
anything.
is goofy, but
Romero,
it's supposed to be kind of like that.
Romero has the campy, goofy aspect. Like, Leto's the only bad one, I guess, because each of them have something that makes them entertaining to watch. It's just that others are more entertaining to watch than others.
But if I had to do the list, it'd be from bottom to top. Leto.
Yeah.
Romero.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Nicholson.
I'm in agreement so far.
And then Joaquin.
Yeah.
Is that, and then Ledger at the top.
Yeah, I think I agree with you completely. That's all the live action ones.
Yep.
Unless you want to consider the Crown Prince of Gotham. Oh, Clown Prince of Gotham from the show Gotham. Yeah. I did not like him.
I don't know. He looked a bit diseased. I don't know.
Maybe between Romero and Leto for me. Because I haven't seen enough of him to tell.
I haven't seen enough of the performance. Yeah. He just looks gross.
I don't think, like, legally they could call him Joker.
Really?
Yeah. That's why he's, like, Crown Prince, whatever it was, of Gotham.
I think he just looks gross. Maybe that's what they're going for.
His
hair is all stringy.
And it's, like, his face a bit, too. Like, before they screwed with his face, he looked like Rick Astley. Genuinely. He is a handsome young fella, ginger, but, you could tell he was screwed in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did everything with his face.
And that,
yeah. But, yeah, I think we are in agreement with Heath Ledger at the top because he's just very cinematic.
It's messy yet clean at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, his just face shows a backstory.
Yeah, and he has so many iconic scenes from the one movie he was in. And, Joaquin was only in one movie as Joker, too. And he has iconic scenes, but for different reasons.
Joker. He's not Joker.
Yeah.
He's
Arthur Fleck. Yeah. Heath Ledger is Joker because he has no backstory.
There's, like, only one little bit where he doesn't have makeup on. That's it.
Oh, shit, yeah. But even then, like, he still has the scars, right? Yeah. Yeah, people thought, like, because it was that scene where he's, like, shooting, right? Yeah, he's in, like, the army line.
It was, like, a split second.
Yeah. People thought that because of that, he might have had military training, and that might be why he's rising against the government. But
it's still up in the air.
It's still up in the air, and that's what makes it so damn good.
And I just like this.
That's why I like Christopher Nolan so much.
Yep. Everything's kind of up in the air.
Everything's up in the air. Inception's ending up in the air. Mm-hmm. That's the only one I can think of right now.
Stuff up in the air.
I mean, Dunkirk's not really up in the air. You know what happens after that? Tom Hardy survived, and he killed all the Nazis.
Single-handedly.
Single-handedly killed Hitler, every single Nazi.
Up with Venom. Venom's a sequel to Dunkirk.
He got the Venom symbiote from the plane crash.
Meow.
He was not actually, his plane crashed, it was meteorite with venom.
Yes.
So, getting back to, I guess, to that trivia bit with this starting standalone DC movies, who else do you want to see?
Catwoman. Another Catwoman.
Another solo Catwoman movie?
Like, yeah. But I want it done good.
Yeah.
I hadn't really seen the other one. But I did. I pretty much did.
Halle Berry?
Yeah.
I've not seen it.
I think I've seen it, like, on TV once, and I was like, this is not
I saw part of the video game.
Alright.
But that was it.
I saw it on TV, and I think I just got bored with it, and I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But if they do it right, if they give her I like the Batman and Catwoman, just like romance and team up.
Yeah.
It just seems like it works.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they do that with the Robert Pattinson one.
Yeah.
And having the Riddler as the villain could be super interesting, but that's kind of a tell don't show sort of villain,
Yeah.
which doesn't translate to film very well. But I don't know how he's worked in the comics. I can't remember how he did in the Adam West show.
Did you look at the? Did you watch the Telltale series?
Um, I think I only saw the sex scene.
What?
Pretty sure there's a sex scene with him with
Was there?
Catwoman.
Hmm.
That's the only bit
I remember
I
that.
liked it. It's not much.
You're dreaming something. But
I
that was a
honestly
good
could have
story.
imagined that. That's one of my bigger fears is that I dreamed something that could be real or vice versa.
Yep.
I don't like thinking that.
I dreamed that in Bloodshot, the movie that's coming out with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And it's doing it. That I had a dream before the trailer came out that it was Keanu Reeves instead. I think that'd be a lot cooler.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because Vin Diesel's very bulky in his action.
Forgetful. Like, I don't like Vin Diesel. He's very bland in his roles that I've seen.
He's just not my kind of
It's
suave.
not, or yeah,
He's very football-y.
he's like
Great voice
oh,
actor.
incredible voice. Iron Giant, Groot.
Those are the main two that I know. Is that pretty much all he's done?
I'm sure he's done more. Maybe we just don't know it, or there's smaller term things. But getting back to the solo DC movies, I want to see another Mr. Freeze. Like I think it would be better working along with the Robert Pattinson Batman
I don't know how
rather
you can
than
make
on his
Mr.
own.
Freeze uncampy.
You really focus on
The dead wife.
the dead wife,
Half dead. But she's probably dead in that ice.
or basically dead because he can't, thaw her out or something.
Well, he's waiting until he has a cure.
Oh, that's what it. Oh, okay. I'm
Is there a different
forgetting
version?
aspects of Mr. Freeze's. I don't know. I just want to see a good Mr. Freeze because Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, he looked so damn goofy
Yeah.
as Mr. Freeze. I just want to see a cool guy with the red goggles and the.
See, the comics have made it
Little
good,
suit.
so
Yeah.
movies can do it.
Who else do you think would be good? Because
They did a really good Scarecrow already.
yeah.
Penguin, Danny DeVito's Penguin was kind of gross,
Oh, I loved his penguin.
but I think that's the way to go with it.
That's the way to go with it. The penguin that they have in the Gotham show has been pretty good
Oh, yeah.
because
true.
it focuses in on that like suffering aspect where it's like he can relate to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Where Danny DeVito's penguin did try to relate to the people. Did he run for office in that one actually?
Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be that crazy that he did.
I mean, it's because that's his shtick, right? Is that he has penguins. He lived with penguins, but he also like is like sympathized with.
Penguins?
That was his backstory in the Tim Burton one, I believe.
I thought it was flushed down the toilet as a baby.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I thought he was disfigured and his parents were like, nope. I don't know how he got into penguins.
Well, I'm pretty sure in the Tim Burton one, maybe he joins up with penguins later on. But in the Gotham one, it's just that he walks like a penguin because he's got like a bad leg or something. But yeah, they mostly just call him Oswald Cobblepot in that one. Less penguin, which is not
Cobblepot.
Cobblepot.
That's not very menacing. Oswald can be.
Hmm.
But Cobblepot?
Cobblepot.
It's too long. Cobblepot.
Cobblepot.
It's got Batman, Joker, Robin, 1, 2, Catwoman. Oh, it's 3. Scarecrow was already done pretty well. Did I say that already? I feel like I did. Yeah.
Scarecrow was done pretty well. I'd like to see him again though.
Yeah.
Focus in on that like did you see the new Spider-Man? What they did with Mysterio?
I did not.
Visual effects wise,
good.
He's good. I'd like to see something like that for Scarecrow. 'Cause I guess they're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah.
In ways.
They're-
They focus in on the
Illusion.
protagonist's fears, illusion. I'm trying to think now. Just get a list of Batman villains up
Mm-hmm.
because the only other ones I'm thinking of right now are like Killer Croc.
I got Poison Ivy.
Oh, Poison Ivy would be good in like a Catwoman movie, I think.
But I think they're doing
Is
Birds
it?
of Prey. Is
Oh,
Poison Ivy in that?
Is she in that? I don't think so. I feel like I would have seen someone with red hair and been like, oh, maybe that's blank. But let me get
Well, Harley Quinn's pretty much the star of that movie.
yeah. I'm excited to see that one. That's got to have Ewan McGregor as
He's the bad guy-ish,
he's
right?
the bad guy.
Corporate.
I'd like to see Bane revisited in that Suicide Squad movie. Maybe he would be good in. I think.
Okay.
You got to get someone like Batista.
Yeah.
Batista would be perfect, and
Okay.
Batista loves James Gunn like easily
Oh yeah. They're-
because
Bros.
Drax.
Yep.
Yeah. That'd be pretty good to see. Maybe another Two Face would be nice too. I think we got a pretty good
Oh, they
adaptation.
nailed Two-Face.
They
The-
nailed Two
The
Face.
look at it, it was gory,
Yeah.
and it was just they
Wait,
did it right.
was it Tommy Lee Jones that played Two Face in like one of the other Batman movies?
They switched it over. It was the guy who played Lando. What's his name?
Oh my God, you're
then they
right.
changed
Yeah.
him. It was like, wait, no.
Yeah.
So he could have been, but he wasn't.
Could have, but wasn't.
He probably should have been.
I would have liked to see that. Deadshot we've already kind of seen.
That's probably the only good part of Suicide Squad, I guess. Deadshot and his daughter. And
Yeah.
Batman showing up. That's alright.
Yeah, but it was fine. I did like that one bit with the like witch character.
Okay.
When she like summons her like enchantress and then fucking flips.
Oh yeah.
I liked that
It had
shot.
good
a lot.
parts.
Good in parts, and that movie was chopped up in Frankenstein, so maybe there is a cut that could exist that could be good, but I don't know. Some of the acting in that wasn't great. I'm glad that the Boomerang guy's coming back though.
Yeah, I liked him.
Harley Quinn was pretty good too, enough to get like
Yeah. No, the
like
movie's
people
fine.
consider her as the best.
The new
aspect of
Harley
her.
Quinn.
Clayface. That's an interesting one.
Clayface is like Nick Rocks.
Made clay.
Is he? So he's the same man. But for
I guess
Batman.
he's the same equivalent.
Sandman's cooler.
Yeah, I guess it's because we haven't really seen like.
Well, when I think of Clayface,
I think of the Lego character
I think of just a pile of clay. And like stop motion.
with like a face like poked and drawn
Yep.
into it.
And he's just like kind of. You see the fingerprints as he moves. Sorry.
Not seen a ton of other ones that, at least that not ones that I recognize. I guess let's think about the idea of Robin in these movies, maybe.
Okay.
Because
Titans is going on.
Titans is ongoing. Yeah,
How was that?
I have heard good things.
Everyone looked at the trailer and they're like, "That's gross."
Like that's gross. Fuck Batman. Dude, that was
It's like,
oh what? Oh.
it's like, okay.
There was a Swamp Thing TV show that played for a little while recently, and I don't know anything about the Swamp Thing's like past or anything like that. I don't know much about the comics in general of any of these, Marvel or DC. But from what I saw of, do you watch Mr. Sunday movies at all?
Occasionally. It was like,
He did a Caravan of Garbage episode on an older version of the Swamp Thing, but he occasionally would have compared it to the newer version that came out that had like super incredible like horror aspects
okay.
and like the effects done with the Swamp Thing. Like he's tearing out bits of his flesh, and it's like growing right back, and it looks like jelly inside. It's incredible. It looked amazing, and I don't really understand why it got canceled.
How many people knew about it?
I guess it did kind of fly under the
And
radar.
it's not one of those big names.
Yeah, Swamp Thing isn't like a household name, really.
He's well known in Mortal Kombat. Is that where he's in right now?
I think he's in Injustice.
Injustice is one.
Because that's like the equivalent of Mortal Kombat.
I don't follow much of those. Like I see like on thumbnails or whatever.
I was super excited for Injustice 2 to come out because that had it on its own. It looked fine, but then they announced a huge, super awesome DLC pack for it that included Hellboy and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That sounds pretty.
And it sounded fucking awesome. And then when I bought it, spent the $80 to get the game and Hellboy and each of the Ninja Turtles, then it just didn't run on my computer.
Oh.
It's the worst feeling.
Yep. That's it for the Joker podcast. We trailed off, so we're gonna throw it into the new one. I don't think you need to know that, but that's it for the Couch and Cast Joker review. We liked it.
Loved it. Yeah.
Loved it. Liked it. Next up, we're probably gonna do Jojo Rabbit or Lighthouse or just 2-in-1.
Maybe the 2-in-1 because we were planning on doing the 2-in-1 for this with Taxi Driver and Joker.
Yeah.
So maybe we could
get a screening and another screening.
Jojo and Lighthouse.
All right. Okay. Everyone have a good one. If you're listening to this, or people, I don't know. First one's not even out yet. Woo! Woo!